classic man. You can be me when you look this clean, I'm a classic man.
So last week we talked about a possible slowdown coming our way, and in the previous weeks we covered a topic that has honestly gone viral, and now I'm kind of sick of it, even though we are set to talk about it in a few upcoming seminars and conventions. Millennials. And at this point, millennial is to real estate as Hanson is to Generation X. Played out. Remember that crazy Bop song? Anyways, you get the point. Everyone's talking about millennials, and we kind of feel responsible a little bit because I kind of feel like the RE Source was the first to that party. I mean, we hit that topic well over a year ago if you go back and watch our past shows. Anyways, enough about them, at least for today. You know who's not getting talked about that could play a major role in keeping this recovery going? The middle child, the baby busters, and the grunge nation themselves. That's right, Generation X. Baby busters? I mean, that's just harsh. And yes, offense taken to whoever coined that phrase, as if we're a disappointing generation of the baby boomers. Jeez. First, the millennials get all the love, and now we are a disappointment to society? Wow, I am not feeling very awesome about my generation right now. Well, to be fair, we have been kind of MIA during this whole recovery thing, but that's because it's now been identified in a Harvard study that we were hit the hardest out of any generation from that Great Recession. While homeownership rates in general are super low, Generation X homeownership rates are even lower, 5 points lower than any other age group. Now remember, Generation X was in their prime when this thing hit. The older Generation Xers were poised to upgrade their housing sitch, and the younger Generation Xers had just bought a home that I'm sure was way outside their affordability range. Let's be honest, it was 2007 for God's sake. As a result though, we lost 45% of our wealth, and as of last year, Generation X still made up 37% of all unemployed folks. So that's pretty awesome. The Harvard study is pretty interesting, and we have a 6-page version of it below with some pretty cool stats that I'm sure will be used in meetings and seminars moving forward. One of the interesting stats is the homeownership rate broken down by age group. Obviously, the 65 and older age group leads the way, but oddly enough, the next best age group are those youngsters, 25 to 34. Apparently, us middle-aged folk are bringing up the rear and make up the bottom three. So, while the headlines read Generation X, good luck buying a house, I'm saying maybe we are actually the key to the recovery, or at least keeping this thing going at this point. Take that, millennials. Taking all friggin' headlines of friggin' fragile. These studies and stories paint a bleak future for us because we were hit so hard and we are tied down with families. I say screw that. That just means we're poised for a comeback, and I have a better name for us: Boomerang Buyers. That's right, we are coming back again, and we have two major things that boomers and millennials don't: good stable jobs and families that need good stable homes. Boomers are retiring, starting to live on fixed incomes, and millennials are free birds, and many of them haven't started a family yet. They get to move around and take jobs in different cities and states. So yes, we're at the bottom of this graph right now, and yes, we have lost half of our wealth. But that happened 5 or 6 years ago, and we've recovered and we're coming back. We will be buying houses again, and you don't have to sell us on the advantages of buying a home. We get it, and we hate paying rent. It's just a matter of qualifying, and for many Generation Xers, they're just waiting for their bankruptcy or foreclosure or short sale to season long enough, allowing them to buy a home again. Hey, regulators, you want to keep this recovery thing going? Just loosen up a bit on those waiting periods. We have some folks on the sideline that would love to buy. I'm just saying. Once again, we do have a contrarian point of view on this topic, and we have flipped the script on what the media is saying about Generation X. What do you guys think? Do you agree with the media and think Generation X is in trouble? Or are they poised to make a comeback? Let us know down below. We'll see you guys next week.
I'm a classic man. You can be me when you look this clean, I'm a classic man.